Hi everyone, welcome to Simple Concepts. I'm your educator Niyati Pearl. In this particular lecture, we will discuss how to write that perfect essay if you want to get selected for UPSC Civil Services Examination 2021. Before we actually start up with this discussion, let me tell you all, हम आगे आने वाले जो भी important lectures discuss करेंगे, जैसे कि most of the syllabus के part हम discuss करते हैं. If you want to get notes of all those topics in the forms of PDF, then you can join our Telegram group. The link of the group is given in the description below. Having said that, let's start our today's lecture. So in order to understand right from the scratch, exactly understanding the essay writing, it means broadly speaking there are two types of essays. First one is formal and second one is informal. So in UPSC Civil Services Examination, we are concerned with the formal essay. So the formal essay is relatively impersonal. The author writes it an authority, and such essays tend to be less emotional. Formal essays can also have factual elements in it, like quoted statements or quoted statistics for government reports, etc. It is never in the form of a conversation, so never use first person reference and seldom gets intimate with the audience. In short, a formal essay has a certain degree of seriousness attached to it. So guys, for the Civil Services Examination essay paper, two essays have to be written under 3 hours in 1000 to 1200 word limit. Each essay carries 125 marks for a total of 250. The essay paper is divided into two sections, A and B, each carrying a choice of 4 essays each, and the aspirant has to choose only one essay from each section. The instructions in the syllabus are clear in what is expected from the aspirant. Aspirants are expected to keep their thoughts closely to the subject and arrange their ideas accordingly. It further states that credit will be given for effective and coherent expression. The underlined keywords are important because after content, these are exact parameters on which the essay will be evaluated. Let us now discuss beginning essay writing. So practice makes all perfect, as we all know that. For scoring good marks in essay, one needs practice. But before we get to the practicing part, we should do some basic homework first. We would start by looking at what a well-structured essay is, how it can be planned, what elements can be added to make the essay more scoring, and most importantly, how to do it all within the prescribed time limit. So, speaking about the basic structure of the essay, the most common method of structuring an essay is breaking it up into paragraphs. In this technique, besides the introduction and the conclusion, there will be body paragraphs. In this body paragraphs, the aspirant will have to fit in all his content. So body paragraphs can be broadly supportive, critical or narrative. Ideally, one can start any argument in an aptly phrased narrative paragraph which describes the topic in some detail and then move on to supportive paragraphs containing a positive facts or ideas on the topic. Though critical paragraphs look best when they are placed last, there are no such rules, and some topics it can be used as the opening paragraph for the topic. The most important part of the essay is perhaps the introduction. First impression are very important, and a well thought out introduction will definitely make a positive impression on the examiner. So we will discuss how to write a proper introduction later in this strategy. Similarly, the conclusion is where one can score additional marks if it is done properly. That also we can discuss in our later slides. Let us now look at some of the keywords. The first one is closely. So any deviation from the topic will be tolerated only up to a certain point. One must therefore, as a rule, stick as closely as possible to the topic at hand. An example, quote or a reference, it must be on the topic or related closely to it. Second one is arranging. So the essay must be in arranged form. The aspirant is supposed to plan ahead and form a structure of the essay before actually writing it down. Speaking about orderly, The ideas or arguments put forward in essay must follow an order. A haphazard essay that does not flow sequentially must be avoided at all cost. Speaking about being concise, the essay and the matter discussed therein must be expressed as precisely as possible. Clarity of thought and brevity of expression is what is looked for in the CSE essay. Speaking about effectiveness, the essay must be written in a language that makes a strong impression. Thus, one needs to be conveying at a point with every sentence, every paragraph, and flowery language should be avoided. Speaking about coherent, so coherency is required of all forms of writing, including answer writing. But in CSE essay, one must be extra careful to check that all individual sentences in essays are making sense. Also, paragraphs as whole must convey a clear and well thought out exposition of on the theme of that particular selected essay. So, speaking about planning to write the essay, once you have chosen the topic, the next step involves is planning and brainstorming. Reread the question many times, think over each word in it. You will observe that ideas start flooding from all directions. Write them down in a rough space. So while thinking on the topic, don't think about the examiner. Sometimes we tend to impress the examiner with big ideas. Avoid it. Let your impulse work. Let natural thoughts flow out onto the paper. Think about all the possibilities that throw up and try to connect each with the topic. Whatever you write down, it must be related to the topic you have chosen. Most topic demands balanced approach. Even if it is your express opinion, you should be objective and try to portray other aspects too. While brainstorming, think of such other possibilities too. So balancing doesn't mean giving 50-50 share to both the views. It just means being objective and the tone should be subtle. So do this brainstorming on the first page itself. Write down all points legibly. Sometimes a good examiner might be just impressed by your meticulous planning and be generous while awarding marks. Try to include examples, meaning of any jargon you might want to use in the essay, or comments on particular argument of a person if it is an example in the essay, and evidence in support of your argument. Interlink each point you have jotted down, prioritize and rearrange them by giving ranks. Eliminate irrelevant points again and make sure that everything you have jotted down is relevant to the topic. Use the number one point in the first paragraph after the introduction. Now raw material of your essay is ready, the blueprint is ready. So let me briefly guide you all as to the brainstorming thing. So the first requirement of brainstorming is focus. We should be able to focus single-mindedly on the job at your hand, which in this case is jotting down as many points as possible regarding the essay topics. So boundaries must also be properly defined. If the topic does not absolutely require a particularly complex point, or if it does not require following difficult train of thought, it should be avoided. Keeping the essay as simple as possible without sacrificing the most valid point is what we should be looking for. Then we must set the time limit for brainstorming session. Ideally for civil services examination, that time limit works out to be about 25 minutes per essay. So within that time limit, one should supposed to be come up with all the necessary points and plans for writing the essay. Another important points to be made here is that aspirants should have fair understanding regarding the expectation of the CSE examiner from the essay. So every topic will have basic ideas that we as aspirants must necessarily try to explore or address. So during brainstorming, such a requirement can be searched for. In the brainstorming exercise, one may also take up the help of diagrams, for example the flow charts, mind maps, etc. If needed, sometimes doing these may clear things up to great extent or even save precious time. Now, Three things that we must be exclusively do with brainstormings are identify cause and factors, define the various issues, and make a list of associated ideas. Doing this is the key success in the entire brainstorming exercise. So, speaking about writing elements to the essay, any good essay will definitely have multitudes of elements and dimensions to it. So, for CSE essay writing, there is a certain basic rule that one can follow while searching for these elements and dimensions. The first rule is that to follow and uphold constitutional values at all times. So this is very crucial for essay writing in CSE, that the values enriched in our constitution reflect in whatever idea, problem or solution we discuss in the essay. At no point should one try to support an idea that is unconstitutional. One must also be democratic and must be addressing the issues. So while we are writing the essay, the concept of freedom and equality should be the guiding principles while suggesting solutions and while criticizing events or issues. Generally, we can avoid taking absolutist or non-compromising positions. In fact, the best way to handle a complex problem is to find the middle ground. We can also try to avoid try to make sweeping generalizations on any given issues. So instead, there should be hints of patience, justice and understanding in addressing or discussing any given topic. Lastly, there are two more things that we need to keep in mind while attempting the essays. We should not write the question, we should not question the topic itself, which is to say, in other words, do not contradict yourself. Pick the position ideally, the middle path, and stay true to it throughout the essay. We should never use positively things that are universally considered or used in negative sense, and vice versa. For example, we should not say that terrorism under certain conditions is equivalent to freedom of struggle, even though quotes like "one man terrorist is another man's freedom fighter" are they are most quite common. So, speaking further, there are such elements in the essay which I would like to quote down over here, is that the three basic elements. First one is social, political and economic. From the bedrock of good these are the forms of bedrock of good CSE essay. To these one may add another dimensions like constitutional, legal, technical and technological, etc. Another important element is that persona or good personal experience, or these can be a doubt to be used to increase the effectiveness of essay, but these should stay within the accepted framework of ethical conduct. So speaking about writing the essay, let me just first brief it up and then explain each point one by one. So writing a good introduction. After the planning process, you will clearly know what your essay is all about. State the purpose of your essay in the introduction. It is called as stating the thesis. Let it be crisp and straight to the point. A good introduction clearly tells us what to expect in the rest of the essay. Look at the rough work again and again to keep yourself on the track. Now start answering the essay after the introduction using ranking you did while planning. Now you might get fresh ideas, incorporate them. Make good use of connective and transition words and in it and between each paragraphs. These makes your essay readable and gives a good flow, but use them only if the context demands so. A logical essay naturally leads to a conclusion. You should not repeat the content of the introduction here. You should neither sum up your essay in conclusion. State what conclusion you draw from all the arguments we have wrote in the essay. Now, speaking about all these points in a little extra way, elaborative way, sticking to the time limit, first thing first. So in civil services examination, one has to write down 2 essays in 3 hours, which translates into 1 hour 30 minutes for each essay. Out of this, around 45 minutes to 1 hour will be required to write the essay. One can add another 10 minutes for the revision of for that essay, for each essay. So this leaves us with roughly 30 minutes of time to prepare essay in rough, which I have stated in our previous slides. And it includes the time for carrying out the brainstorming and outlining exercise. Now let us discuss how to introduce the essay. So the goal of the introduction should be to arouse the reader's interest in the topic and to prepare the readers for what it is to follow. A good introduction to the essay can be brief explanation on the essay topic itself. It can be made further interesting by adding it some personal experience or some relevant quotes. So the introduction should not be confusing or lacking in clarity. Rather, it should be able to immediately clear up any doubts regarding the topic if there is any. Speaking about writing the paragraphs, in the standalone paragraph, the concluding sentence announces that the paragraph is finished, complete. In an essay, the concluding sentence of the paragraph is more likely to play a role of transitional device joining one paragraph to the next. Flow is very important over here in the essay. It is also connected in writing order. Writing orders are two types. Known to new is the order of writing where the author by choice goes from known given concepts to unknown ones. New material is gradually added to build on unknown. Simple to complex in order of writing where the author first establishes a base of concepts that are easily understood and then developed over increasingly complex ideas. Then speaking about how to conclude the essay, the purpose of conclusion, as I have said, is to bring a smooth end to the essay. It is important to note that a strong finish is as important as strong opening. Both are important for scoring better marks. The essay can be concluded in following ways, like restating the main points in brief and with different wordings, that is summarizing, or suggesting a way forward or course of action, or adding an interesting persona, that is comment or any relevant quote. Another way to conclude an essay is by returning to the discussion begun in the introduction. This is called as cyclic return, and lot of essays follow the simple method of concluding the essay. The conclusion, it should be a bare positive outlook and it should see the silver lining in the clouds. It should also be clear and concise as far as possible. Now speaking about revising the essay, to revise read the essays entirely, underlining preferably with scale or pencil it is important word or phrase, correct spelling or grammatical mistakes if any, make sure the page look clean and tidy. We may add or omit few words, but it should not be overdone. It is also not advisable that entirely new ideas or sentences are inserted in the essay at the time of revision, unless such information is critical to the essay. So guys, that's all for this particular session. If you like this video, then do hit the like button. If you are new to this platform, then do hit the subscribe button and press the notification bell so that you can get notified every time we are on YouTube. Thank you so much.